there we go. And I am just going to putty it. What do I know? Where am I going to be working? Along the edge. We'll smooth out the backside. Just putting some water on my finger. And then I am going to try to, I was thinking one of these little ball guys is going to be my best bet. But I don't know if these are going to be too big. Maybe I'll just take the smallest one here and try with that. I think these might be too big. So let's. Just gonna get it a little wet, and yeah, you're too big. So I'll just put this back in here. And all I'm doing is just getting it wet, and then I'm gonna let it create whatever type of groove that it wants to against the back plate, the neck plate. Yes, it would be the neck plate. Because I'm going to end up doing a like stucco finish with some quick seal. But I should pull up a reference while I'm working on this. So I'm not just. Let's go here. This is a commercial. All right, I think I put some on my phone, which would make this even easier. Hold up. Let me just bring up my phone. Hold up. Clear so we don't dox ourselves. It's good. That's good. And then we'll go to downloads, and I actually think I did a 2024 clicker. I did. See, I created a whole entire folder for all of this. So there's some of the images that I'll be using as reference. Look at the plants. Real fungi. But I like that there is like a texture over the whole thing. Teeth. Oh, I might be able to shave down those quite a bit then. Yeah, I just have to slick it down. Slick it down. There's some bumps. But it looks like even like the bumps, that's the PlayStation game too. So here are some of the details that I'm going to be using as a reference for this. Yeah. So just kind of leave all of the lines in there by the looks of it. Like it's okay to leave little ball lines. Oh, look at, okay. As it goes back forth, it does get a little lump. Okay, so we'll have to look at those again. These are concepts. in-game reference art. It's very slimy on the inside. I wonder if I could do a like resin like I did for our scarecrow with that yellow resin inside to be the inside goop, because I could see through it. And I haven't seen any with like slime on the inside, so we'll see. We'll get the looking at spores just to make sure. There was the yeah, it looks like don't get too crazy, less is more. Yeah, I guess even if you can see the backs, I'll put a little bit on there. I'm looking back at that. Worst case scenario, yeah, it's only like 17 bucks. We'll just get another tub, but I do have some other foam clay too. I wonder if I use that to pack it into the grooves. And then we use this high def clay for all the details. You know? I really like that texture, and that's what's going to happen afterwards with the quick seal. I'll be able to stucco that on. All right. Well, we got an idea. We got an idea of how to do this. So we'll just chat the day away. And get gross and slimy. And I'll put a little thin layer on the back of them. Always making sure that for the backs, I'm going to go from the bottom up, I think. Okay, hold on. How close are my lines? How close can my lines get? Let's go to the back here. Oh, even less pronounced than what I'm trying to go for. Okay. Okay. Well, so the clay will dry. And I'm not going to, the clay is it's a foam EVA foam clay. So I want it to dry without doing a terry cloth on it. I want to create I got to build up the texture finish, if you will. That's why we're going to go with the stucco. Okay, so it looks like and with working on these little small guys, I can play around a little bit. Figure out what's going to work. Like, I wonder how. Yeah, I can get some better lines and grooves with the silicone. Now we know. But for the top up here, definitely texturally looks better to. Do we have a smaller? Oh, if I had a round one, that would work. Let's see if this small guy can get back there. No, that doesn't work. Let's go with, we're just gonna release all these guys. Release the tools. So I like the back there. I'm not sure if you can see. The top, we're getting there. Gotta figure out which size. And we're starting with the piece that is going to be against, like back here. So no one will know if we fuck it up. Oh, okay. Gotta love a good Mick Gordon cover, Thomas. Thomas! Double I, thank you so much for gifting that subbing to Thomas. Thomas, thank you so much for continuing that gifted subby. Hope you're having a good day. I think all the same on one side. Wow. Getting in there. See? Unnecessary detail that you would never see unless you were like all up in my neck. Are you painting a mayo container? Obviously. Actually, what was in here? No, this was cornstarch. Duh. As soon as I said it, everybody's like, oh, that is the large cornstarch container. Get your Costco cornstarch on. No, but I honestly think this is a cornstarch container. I'm using it as, well, you can see what I'm using it for. I've taped the project that we're working on to it for stability's sake, because it's easier to grasp this than to try to handle this tiny little spore-infested piece of shit. So I'm gonna wet it. I know you were just playing around, but it made me think. I'm like, no, it's not a mayonnaise. But what is it? I know it's not nuts. Usually it's a peanut container. We do like a peanut containers over here. But those ones are clear. And I've been trying to get rid of all of my peanut containers. There's a time and a place for peanut containers, like to hold all of your nuts and your washers in the woodworking studio is fine to have a bunch of peanut containers. But like in here, I had to clean that up. There's a couple of peanut containers still around precariously holding some things, but I'm trying to grow up. I'm trying to mature, trying to be mature. And then we put a little bit on the back. And I've just kind of been smooshing it. I want to keep the shape that I initially have, just move all the crap to the front or the back. Not be careful to bump his buddy next door. Should probably smooth out that fingerprint too. Yep. You say, why have a top of the head ponytail? Because you can't headbang with that one. So here is, I think, did you happen to see my heat contorted and shaped field trip? Field trip. We're going. I feel like we need to name her. But here is my, look at it, we heat sculpt it all. So we got a lot to do. I just think it looks so cool. Like just so neat in its heat shaped like stage. I know this is supposed to be like the ugliest stage, but it's so ugly, I find it beautiful. Just so ugly, it's beautiful. Anywho. Call her like Claudette. We'll just put her off to the side for a second. Sylvia? I don't know. We'll think of something. Once she's all put together, dress and all, we'll find a name. A name for our dead lady. Our fungus lady. I'm also trying out different angles since I realized this one would be very close. You guys are coming in at an angle. Just bringing that in. Yeah, it's just EVA foam. That's all that is. That's just leftover sheets of EVA foam. The same foam that I used to make my. You can even do that with the craft foam that you get at Joann Fabrics. When you heat it up with the heat gun. That's what I should do to your father, Sanemius. I saw the trove of peanut containers. I'm giving them all like anime faces, little chibi faces, and waifu names. So I'm just using some tools to smooth out some clay. I'm glad that you're a busy individual, Semius, because if you weren't, there would be, I feel like you would just prank me so much. More so than now. Now your go-to is just putting things on high shelves. And then when I ask you where things are at work, and you tell me, and I just have to look up at the shelf like, yeah, I can't reach that even on a good day. Even with my highest of platform shoes on. You know what I did this weekend, chat? No, you don't know. So that's why I'm gonna enlighten you, because I know that now it's Pinnacle and you really want to know. I had to go on the hunt for shampoo and conditioner. Now, technically, it is my fault for waiting to. I am using a finger and scraping the inside of my shampoo and conditioner to like having to then venture outside to find it, but I didn't know it would be a scarcity of sorts. Holy smokes! I didn't know. Wasn't at the local Myers when we were shopping. Oh, we did go and see something too. I say when we were shopping on Friday, in between waiting for the car and going and seeing the Alien Romulus movie, I forgot. Been working on this Alien Romulus Friday morning at 11 o'clock. We were the only ones there. I really liked it. I really liked being the only ones in the theater. Even when we were picking out our ticket, it showed that there was going to be other people in the theater. There wasn't. That was our first time visiting a movie theater since the pandemic. So that was different. That was very different. But yeah, that was. I remember movie theaters being having bigger TVs. I don't know. That was just my takeaway. I just expected a bigger TV. Just well, you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to round that out a bit. Yeah, and then went to go see, okay, I was like, drugstore will have it. I'll just go to like Walgreens, you know. The Walgreens, like, we've been running sales on that. As soon as we stock them, they fly off the shelf. I go, okay, I'll come back later today. Or today or tomorrow. She goes, I would come back later today. I waited till tomorrow. Went back yesterday to go get some. There were only 2 on the shelf. It was 1 shampoo, 1 conditioner of my blue bottle. And I grabbed them and was like looking around like, holy cow, I didn't know that there was such a hot commodity. I had no clue. Why popular shampoo apparently. One second, I am moving some clay around. Just trying to build up that rounded edge. I wish I had like a scraper tool of some sort. I just saw one in here and it's like, why are you scraper tool in here? Oh. I really just want to go ham with the scraper tool. I really like uses it a lot with our. Oh, this just leaves. Okay, no, this is going to be the perfect tool. Look at that texture the metal tool leaves. I don't know if you can see it there. That's going to be great around the inside where I want after the slime or around the gums. Oh, that looks real cool there though, too, though. Doing it. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. Definitely not going back and trying to do that to the old one. Just really like the way that that textured. Happy little accident. And then if I go over those lines. More pronounced lines. I do like it. Cool. You know, it definitely gives more of a fungus aesthetics to it. Yes, I think it would be bigger room at the theater down the other side after COVID. They took two. Oh, okay. I mean, I just remember the screen in my hometown, in my home city. The screen in Pontiac, in Waterford, at the MJR there, that's the cinema that I grew up going to, is the Waterford. It's more fun at MJR. And Cinemas looks over at me and goes, that's the wrong theater. I go, well, I don't know this theater's jingle. No dancing popcorn bucket telling me to silence my cell phone. Don't know this ones. Hopefully I'll be enlightened. But that was a good one. I see what you guys are talking about. Somebody, without spoilers, somebody said, like, the end was different. The end was interesting. If you have not finished Alien Isolation, I'm going to spoil the end of Alien Isolation for you. Coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not more freaking weird than being launched out into space instead of being saved like you thought you were going to be for the whole entire blessed gameplay? Not more weird than that. Not at all. Not at all. You know what? They teed it up for another movie. I'm expecting another movie, Alien Romulus. With what you've given me, give me another movie. I really liked Andy the android. All right. There's no originality in that. I didn't feel like I spoiled anything by letting you know that one of the androids' name was Andy. But when he was getting beaten up, and I was like, oh, Silver Blood, he must be an android. Oh, dang. I liked it. I really liked Alien Romulus. I got jump scared at the very beginning for no freaking reason. Jump scared myself. And then I got jump scared at the very end when she's on the court and that got me. That got me at the very, very, very end too. And I was like, oh. We got suckered into getting snacks because I forgot that it was 2 hours, just like good old Titanic. So, but yeah, no, I really, for a first movie, going back, that was a good one. I liked that one. I liked that one. I liked it. I'm just going in and doing the little lines down the top. Then I need a bigger ball, because I don't want them all to be the same. That's not really organic. Okay. One of these. Oh, she just put her nail in it, you freaking turd. So I'm just putting some details. I need to go back and do details. This one's got so much cooler details than that little flimsy back guy, so I need to quickly go back and zhuzh up that dude, because he's the freaking weakest link in this. He's the weakest link. Yes. Weak link. Oh, didn't even bother to blend that connecting point. Cool. Your girl's better with organic than she is that geometric. All right, so we'll get that wet there, and then it looks like I've also neglected the one side over here. Just trying to give it some texture. That way it looks like it belongs. In the meantime, just gonna add some more texture to the top here. And then go back in. And just throw some water and spikes around. It almost seems like this is the texture that was on the clay. I doubt that's gonna stay there though. Yeah. We will have to get a plastic up then, because I don't want to lose the details by doing a brush on. Don't want to lose the details with a brush on. I do like the bump though that has collected from the first one. So let's see if we can create more of like a raised area. I think that is pretty raised. Let's just... There we go. I like that a lot better now. Just gotta work it a bit. It's already skinned itself. I do have a fan on me, which might need some of the reason. And then we'll just put some bigger lumps and bumps and areas. So yeah. And then once they have solidified where they're at, I will, I mean, I think they're gonna be fine because they're gonna be on my neck. And so this is kind of pushing them in more of a lean direction, but that's just because like of how it's stuck on here. It's gonna be more like this. Think more Fern Gully. I'm honing my Fern Gully for when she takes the what's-his-nuts and they're climbing the side of the mushrooms. That's I'm just honing my inner Fern Gully right now. Die on top before I do the big one. Yep. That's my game plan. That's my game plan. It's drying completely different than I thought. It dries and we lose a significant amount of the detail. That happens. Okay, so I need to, what, be a little bit more... Got squeaky. They were saying too, there's more people playing Alien, the game now, than there were when it came out a decade ago. I was like, oh, movies will do that. I'll smoosh some clay onto this. I really want this to be pronounced just on top. Making sure that it sticks out. What are we listening to? How did it switch to baby making music so quickly? So, hold up. Nope. Nope. It went straight. What's the next one? What's the next song you're gonna give me? Okay. We'll try this. That's not what we're doing right now. That is not the vibe that I need. Gotta be careful not to hit any of the work we've already done. I'm just laying a little bit on the back. Boop. That was my elbow. I'm gonna pretend it didn't hurt. Scrape some of that off, just put it back on. So just adding material, adding some sculpting clay to the dry EVA foam. Just so I can score in some organic patterns. I'm working in whatever haphazard way I think is going to be as least disruptive to the crap I've already sculpted around it. So to me, it made more sense to do this piece than to do the big piece that I've been holding on to, moving back and forth and working from. Just making sure that I use water to keep the clay hydrated as I'm applying it. And then I just vary up the lines on the back side with my tools. I can always, if there's some grooves that need to be deeper later on, I couldn't sculpt them, I can always just carve it out later. Just throw a Dremel at it. Just get it with a Dremel. No one will know. No one will know I liked it. I only fish, no one will know. They'll know. No, no one will know. Do a little bit. I see a spot. Oop. And again, if it gets too wet, it gets really tacky. Great for your project, bad for your fingers. All right, so now we're gonna get this area all wet up top. And I'm just going to work the clay down. I'm gonna add a little bit more. See if we can dry it out. Just roll a little piece of it. So I'm trying to dry my hands on my hand. Counterintuitive, I know. Didn't stop me from doing it though. All right, and we are gonna just use a wet tool. Just kind of blot it into place. Trying to make sure that it makes contact with the top surface. I'm going to use a silicone tool. Spread it out. Vacuum with one of these. Blend it out. I'm just trying to create a mess. There. All right. And time for the big one. I have a feeling we're going to be using the rest of this on him. If not, digging into that container for more. So let's wet the surface again. That we'll be working on. And I'm just going to apply this down. It's cracking, but I think I'm going to leave that just because it kind of looks cool. Just making sure this isn't going to fall off. Get some more clay out. I don't need to leave this open to dry it all out. Just grab a chunk, seal it back up. tries. And more clay. This is going to have to be squished out and stuck to the whole entire bag. The fresher it is from the tub, the easier it is to work with. The less water you need. I need some of this on top. Just gonna set this all down. Just having a good time doing some sculpting. We'll get some water to blend these together here. So much for keeping those cracks. It's been covered. I wish I could. I wonder. Can I bring you guys a little closer? A little closer, Lord of Campo? Danger zone! It looks like the more water I use, the detail gets lost. Okay. There, you can see it now. So that all kind of gets a little minimized. Oh, I forgot to do the whole detail of the underneath. Just kidding. Not done with this side yet. That's hilarious. She's like, all right, looks great. We're done. Let's move on. No, just kidding. That's funny. All right, put some there. Lurking for a meeting. Enjoy your meeting, Lord of Campo. Lurking for some spores. Get your meeting on. Have a blast. Have a blast at your meeting. Oh, she's just stuck her finger in it. We knew that was going to happen. It was only a matter of time. What if I just flip it upside down? Just have to be careful. Oh no. It's very sticky to itself. Oh, and anything that's not wet. Oh, scary movie. I say, who is this? Ice 9 kills. Oh, nope, just no guess. I was like, who's with them for this one? No featured artist on this one. I'm just laughing at this song right now. The lyrics are very funny. As I'm smearing clay, foam clay across the back of this. Just trying to blend. Just trying to do some blending. All right. And I want it like this. And then we'll go like this with it. And we'll go like this. And then I'll get, now my hands are getting sticky. So we're shaping. Just put this here. I figured that's going to be the closest seam on the neck. Should get a full piece. Get a longer tool to go back there. And just pressing down some foam clay onto my neck piece. All right. And I'm just working carefully, clay down. Applying it up so it looks more organic, not like a flat. Chunk the whole tool in there. Nice. Getting the product further down there now. Slow and steady. Okay. Whew. Took a minute to work the back of that. Just throw the tools at it. It's exactly what you were supposed to do. Remaking marks that my finger took out. Just because I feel bad interrupting them in the middle of their jingle. taking this moment to like work some onto the bottom there. Just working some clay all over. It's nice when you don't have anything else in here. I could just roll this all over. I don't have to worry about any of the other little fungal bungles. Fungal bungles. Fungal pieces. They don't matter. Yeah, no, I can definitely do 9-inch nails singing, yes. And working it on. Kind of just like using that as a little mount to wrap in some clay by the looks of that. And smooth it all out. Now I will start adding the water, shaping it with the tools. Oh, too aggressive. Some of my little spokes. Creates a really cool sound. Just that. Alright, and then I want to. So I was trying to just check to see what type of grooves I created on the back here. Yeah. I would laugh if I do wanna at least get these guys done today. Because I'll see you guys next Monday upstairs here too, and that is the last Monday before the photo shoot. Because the following Monday, the 9th of September, I will be away from the office. Cool, cool, cool. So these are going to be on the shoulder, which means that they are going to be a little bit more visible. I don't know. Just making some grooves. I think I need this. And then we'll some bigger holes. Some bigger spore holes. Sorry, I forgot to skip it. I was spore sculpting. My bad. Oh, now that she really fuck it up. No, it's 9 Inch Nails. This is their intro. I didn't mess up anything. So yeah, now we're going on to the next one. Spores. Spores. Oh, I almost dropped you guys. I'm gonna put you back over here. I'm gonna try to do the top one here. A second. We can always talk Warframe, even when I'm arting. Barrow came this past weekend, I saw. He brought a glyph. Or like a poster. I think it was a poster, actually. Like a Protea. I think it's Protea in a inner tube. I think it was Protea. Or was that Urelli? One of the two. They're helmets. I can't tell their helmets apart yet. Sorry, I just thought that line was funny. I am going to use these to help so it doesn't like roll all the way. That was a funny line. That lying guy. We'll just use the end to help roll it out on the back. And we'll just roll it down now. Oh. Don't want you to stick. I hope you guys are having good work days. I hope you're staying cool, staying hydrated, Synemia. Chat, when was the last time you hydrated? It's 1:06 my time. Make sure you eat your breakfast, your lunch. You gotta grow big and strong. We want to be strong and healthy old people. Adequately nutritionalized old people is what we're going for. Mobile and healthy. Make sure you eat your fiber. We want everybody pooping, staying regular. No, but really. And just add in more foam where I would like it to be. I need to put some foam clay on the surface of the big one. Just push and apply some clay to cover that area, gosh darn it. Please just freaking cover that area. 'Tis all I ask. I hear you, Stream Raider. You guys on the stream. Silly me. So again, if you're just now tuning in, we're working on our Last of Us clicker cosplay. Gotta make sure it's done in time for Halloween. Making some shoulder and neck pieces to go along with the mask for those of you that are like, well, that's not the mask. Obviously. Oh, you got me. I was sitting on my leg. How did you see that, Sanemius? Oh, just stretched out my legs in front of me and cracked my feet. Oh, that was my shoulder. Thanks for that stretch. Keep it feet on the ground. Feet on the ground. Feet are on the ground. Copy, boss. All right, and then we'll put a little bit of water on this so that it's happier to melt with one another. Yeah, but Alien Romulus sets were so cool. Just like the Alien Isolation video game. Literally, when they were saying things and like using items in the movie, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just like the video game. Just like the video game. Right, Showboy? Just like the video game. Welcome on in, Showboy. Hope you're having a good day. I'm doing things. I'm making a shoulder piece. It's just a shame that all this detail won't be seen. I don't know how much of this will get filled up with the primer. But we'll know, chat, that there was poke marks. Oh! Hope you had a good weekend, Jovi. Hope you and the family had a good weekend, a restful weekend. I'm missing a chunk in there. Try to get some lines in here, but it has skinned over, so we're going to have to wet it a little bit. When I say it's skinned over, I mean that it's created like a slightly hard film on the top as it's starting to dry from the outside in. It's gotta work. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. Okay, that's not bad at all then. That didn't turn out too bad. Took us a little bit to get that texture into the bottom there of our fungus. Means the top's great. We got this. It's a silent product to work with. So I'm just like, I'm expecting like not to sound like dial-up, but there to be some type of like material sound. There's not. I think I need to put some more down. Just taking a minute to get that texture in there, and this is the big piece that we want it to be beautifully textured. We'll just slap some clay down, some fresh clay, and see if we can sculpt into it. But yeah, that looks so cool. And then we'll take some water, smooth that out. And then come back and abuse it. Oh, abuse my poor tool. Oh, she's violent. Nice. So yeah, we're getting there. That's too cool. Having fun with it, and that's all that really matters. In my eyes, at least. I need more clay. I have a feeling this pin is gonna be in my way a bit. Push that there. Trying something new, and I'm starting with the underside to see if that makes applying my hair and cat hair to this easier. All right, let's get another. Oh, there's some up here. This along the inside here. All right. Let's try something different and do it as we go. Cool. All right, and then I just keep one. I'm like, please don't tip over. Please, if anything's gonna tip over, this is the one that's gonna tip. Reach in the bag for more. Plunk. And then we'll get some on the top here. Sometimes it's just when it stretches like cheese, I don't expect it and it catches me off guard. I'm like, ah, cheese! It's a void plume, guys, watch out. Just trying to continue the bottom textures to the piece of clay that I just added. And then when in doubt, stab it a bunch. And then we will take our water again. Oh. Okay. Now just work the Making nice progress. I'm liking the progress so far so much that my mobster voice came out. Oh, she's doing the progress. We like the progress. How it starts, how it ends. Well, how it ends. I had to make sure that I finished the bottom all the way this time around. Look at my shrooms. Look at my mushrooms. Where's a badger when you need one? All right, so I liked how we did that one. So we're gonna start the same exact way, which was doing the bottom and bringing that up. Get it closer, you guys. Does it make it larger? Probably not, right? Okay. Definitely didn't get stuck to my tool. Definitely not what I. That's what I wanted. Don't forget to wet your surface. I'm just using the end to roll the extra material around the outside of my... I don't even know what these little pieces are called. I'm really glad, chat, that we thought to separate these. Really glad. When I say separate them, I mean like the two of these. Like that would have just been a pain. Here, give me this here so you guys can see it. I'm just trying to stick it down with the same pattern that I would need to be carving it into it. Just more texture. More texture. Okay. All right. And let's coat the inside. And then we'll meet the outside and the inside together. Welcome on back. How'd that meeting go? Some nice, calm, chill Monday vibes. Nothing too crazy. Working on some fungus. The Last of Us. Doing a little accessories. Making sure everything still looks the same, you know? Any more than that? It was the weekly planning meeting. Well, now your week's been planned. The weekly planning meeting. 'Tis a week. What's the plan? When is donut day? When is office donut day, Lord of Campo? When is the office donut party? July 19th. Oh, can't deny it on donut day. Already passed. It's kind of cool you guys have a donut day. It's a shame though that you don't have like a halfway to donut day donut party. Do you guys celebrate all the other food holidays too at work? That's just my work. Oh, which is why you always bring donuts. Oh, and nobody can complain because you're like, it's my work anniversary, and they're like, oh, fine. Just smoothing it out. Working on my fungus. Covering up my fungus. Bummer that you can't celebrate all the food holidays, though. Just saying. Guess that was one cool thing about being a teacher. As long as it wasn't a holiday that had an allergy in it. Couldn't celebrate Peanut Day. Silly kids. And stabbing. One second, stream readers. I'm doing a step. All right, let's drop it down right over top of me. Oh, I saw those vampires. Those vampires. Haha! I did some magnificent work during that battle. We're going to do 2 of the flying worlds called Army of Starlight. And beautiful. You are too, Army of Starlight. And another battle. Here we go. Starting. All right, I really like how that one turned out. This one is not nearly as mutated. Let's fix that if we can a little bit. I feel like right there could be a weird peak. Oh. I need another necromancer, but I don't think. Ooh, flag bearer. Let's claim. just necromancers, and I only have one. Well, when in doubt, put a Clem in the field. Clem always helps. Clem's got this. All right, Raiders, exclamation point battle. Pull up the link to our Stream Raiders game. Assist me with victory. And I am going to, I like how these ones turned out. This here is a little bit, I don't like it. So we're going to just add some foam clay right on top. And resculpt it. Give it more. More what? I don't know. So trying to mash up that seam. Yeah, we'll just work some. I'll just let this a bit. That there. Let's see if we can brush these marks away. And then I can just make the marks into it, but that makes it a little bit more organic. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better. Okay. Those are good. Haha, it didn't drop it. Just made it dance. Leave it alone. And we are at that next hour and a half mark, so I am going to take another break, because when we come back, we're going to start on the mask. We could do at least 1 or 2 petals in the mask, right? I think so. Maybe we try opening this container. I was going to say maybe we try putting some of these pearls or these little airsoft BBs. I got some halvesies in here, as well as some fullsies. Let's see if we can grab some more of the halvesies. Oh, they're rolling all over the place now. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Well, I was vacuuming these up for days, for years. Well, that one fell into the trash can. All right. So I got some halvesies there. Base. Didn't you try putting them in the... Oh, I did put a bunch of them, but they weren't... I put a bunch of just the balls. I didn't try... I'm gonna have to glue that one in. I do like when they're half absorbed, though. I hear you, Puck. Tell me about it. He's just yelling. What a little silly cat. I say, I do like how that one is like submerged in there, so I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll put a bunch. I bet you beads would be a good one too. Ooh, I bet you beads would be a really good texture to put on top of this. Where are we pillaging? What container of beads are we busting into that did absolutely nothing wrong to deserve this? They have to be round. Where are the beads that I don't know. I don't think those ones are round. And the black ones here, I would use. So let's see. In the random, I found these in my, those aren't large enough. These ones are beautiful and I can't use those stones that way. They're too heavy and they're too big. They're about the size of a BB, right? Let me. Oh, they're bigger. Not what we're going then. We want smaller. Seed bead-esque, if you will. That's not a CPS, but I just want to see what a big old bulge looks like on there. Yeah, I said bulge. We don't do that. Those are teardrops from Magda. These are a bunch of seed beads from Magda. I would be more up to find more of these guys, since it does look like that is the fabric store, local fabric store. Those are too fancy. Yeah, I think those are gonna, or if I can find, these ones aren't round. Well, no, those are. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with those. Okay, then we'll put these beads away. Because I think I can see myself knocking that over, so we'll put it inside the jar over here. Yes, I think that is how I want to do this. Because I guess even if I... Let me just put a bunch, press a bunch into the clay. They're not perfect circles. So they're not. I mean, they're circles in like the aerial top view, but then they've got that hole in the center, and I could fill every single hole. That's what. Turn the light on this. And I want to make sure that I'm tucking them into, because then I can just, theoretically, I should be able to drop a little glob into each block, into each circle, and it should fill the circle. Supposedly. I feel like this is what I've practiced all those years of operation for. Is it water on the knee? No, damn it, it's a bead on some clay. And I'm making sure that I sink those BBs into the clay so they look like they grew out of it. And I want to do this before I seal anything up. And then I'm gonna just do a dot on the inside of both of those. When will lose your mind? And if it just goes on the side, it's not enough to pull and cover, we just keep putting another dot of super glue in there. I think that's gonna work out great. Cool. And then I can just take these. And then we can tap them down. Cool. All right, more beads. I'm just gonna pour a couple of them into this so that you guys can see again what I'm doing. Trying to make it so you guys can see, but also trying to make it so I can see and don't fuck up. So you know, like. I'm gonna put some on the back side as well. Nature. And push them in as well. Oh, lost that one. That's all right. Next. And then again, just like the top guys, I'm gonna fill them with some super glue. I wonder what a smaller half, there we go. this one's gonna be on my neck, so like. Nope. Put it to the paper towel, be easier to grab. All right, and then we'll put a couple of these beads up on this one here. Yep, I think that one is a good placement there for it. Making sure to push them down a bit. Put two over on this side. And drop some super glue in them. Or a whole shit ton. Blob did it. It was a shit ton. And I'm thinking maybe I need to put a couple right there too. Cool. And then we will. That's kind of cool. It's like when you see all of the googly eyes before you prime it, before everything gets hit with some black spray paint. So let's get this one out of here. I think that's a full bulb that I put in there, yeah. Work the circle back in there. And come back over here to this halvesies. The reason it worked to push that whole entire sphere in there is because it was still wet. The thicker the clay is, the longer it will take to dry. And make this like a little infestation over here. I wonder if I can get another. When in doubt, just use your finger and hope you don't get super glue on it. There. All right. And then we'll put a couple of small guys over here. For precision, it just kind of comes out in the glob. I'm not... I'm like barely touching it and letting gravity help. Take the wheel, gravity. All right, and this is the shoulder one. Don't lie. Yes, that's a perfect spot for it. Pushing those little poor guys in. Spore guys? Spore guys, not poor guys. My bad, my bad, my bad. Spores, not pores. Or poor. That'd be weird. And then I'm thinking a couple on the outside here. Well, okay, I guess you want to go there. Works for me. Thank you. Oh, we'll never find that bead again. I hope that was what you wanted, bead, because you are now lost for eternity. Black carpet, like we're gonna get that back. Enjoy your lunch, Dr. Evil. I hope that that's the placement that that bead wanted to fall, was on the floor, because that's where he's gonna stay. Casualty. Casualty of war. Mm-hmm. Muffin. Yum. Kill switch, you got past me. You're almost you're over halfway through, so I'm gonna leave that. Mm-hmm. Haha. I feel like I'm winning battles one pour at a time. Mm-hmm. I can so get this underneath there, no problem. I mean, I guess if it wants to be there, that's where it's gonna stay. We'll get some holes put in here in some places now that it's drying up a little bit. All right, that is good. Double checking. Oh, I did miss one. I did miss one. There we go. Cool. Just double checking that we don't have any that I might have forgotten to fill in my haste and excitement. Cool. All right, I'm gonna cap this. Put the super glue off to the side. Enjoy some muffin. Mm-hmm. We'll keep those guys off to the side. Okay. Before I really should. Let me see if I can find a new blade for this. See how rusty that is? I thought about taking a brass brush to it, but a part of me feels like I should just look to see if I've got a replacement blade for it. I do. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm gonna get a strip of duct tape. I'm gonna go with a bright green duct tape since I am putting a blade in this. Oh. I did take my trash down last week because that scary man-eating fly was in there. It was a man-eater, chat. It tried to take me out. Oh, she didn't even bother to get pliers. Protect the hands. Get some pliers. Ah, there they are. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Coming on back to you. Now you can see that there is going to be a side that you can push and pull your blade out of. We're gonna try to wiggle it free. And the goal is to. Oh, she's so crusted though with paint. There we go. I say she's so paint crusted. Look at that. Oh. Okay. Well. Oh. A little like plume of dust came out. So here's what the corroded old blade looked like. We're gonna put a fresh boy. I'm gonna wait to take that cardboard off till I gotta take the cardboard off before I put it in here. Well, dang, there goes my safety. There goes my safety. She flings the blade across the table. Let's get our work out of the way since she's getting crazy with it. And oh, this will be so much easier now to cut. I've got to try. How easy? Oh, is it going to be to cut me with this? Oh, like butter. And it can still talk. Okay. Well, let me just cut a couple. Now I got a new blade in there before I do anything funky with this thing. I guess this is the funky thing that I'm doing with this blade. But, cool. Safety first, new blade. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy and put him in here. At least that's what I thought I was going to do. There we go. I thought it was going to be open too. And then I put tape somewhere. So we're going to tape this thing up so it can't hurt anyone. Since it is literally the definition of rust. Cool. Ting. Oh, you know what? I'm going to tape it up in the other direction as well. Just so it can't break through. Should have done that though at the very start. Hindsight, truly 2020. Those guys are good over there. I swear, I clean my tools. I swear, call, Jade. All right. What are we sitting at there? Stream Raiders battle? Oh, 3 minutes left. So if you have not seen, we have been adding BBs, which are the neon green items, little airsoft BBs. And the little black dots are seed beads. They are, to be exact, size number 8 of check seed beads in the round. I believe these are round. It does not say. I'm going to assume they're there. They are size 8, 8-8/0. Maybe that's cool, because then when we seal it, it'll all look the same. Here's the neck piece. This here is going to be my shoulder piece. Very cool. I think these are so cool. Now I've got to do what we did on these pieces to this thing. But I'm thinking, as I look at the clock, it's 2:43. We got about 15 minutes left. Do I start this now? I think I should. Right? Maybe. You wait. I don't know what's the responsible thing to do. Don't know what the responsible thing to do is, chat. Start it now? Wait till Monday of next week? We do have one more. We'll be doing one more stream up here. So I will obviously have started this in between now and, well, we can chat. We were very productive today. Are we out of clay? Let me double check that I don't have a little piece stuck between. Let me put this in the plastic. So we were productive today. We got the neck and the shoulder all sculpted out. I'm going to keep these tools that I've been using separated from the rest because we like them. We like them. We like them. We like them. We've been using we'll do the little SKS material shout out. Huzzah. Look at that. It took some time. I do think the shoulder looks a lot better than the neck piece, or at least the bottom of the neck piece. But I guess, like, how many people are going to see the bottom of the neck pieces? I can always I'll just take my Dremel and make them deeper grooves. See, like, you can barely see the bottom grooves in this one, and you can really see them in here. I like those deep grooves. I like those deep grooves. I will see it. And that's why I said I'll Dremel it. Oh, Sunimi is going. But I'll know. Yeah, you will know. You will know. So